In the shadowed underbrush of America's wild landscapes, a silent invasion rages. Feral hogs, ferocious, prolific, and utterly destructive, tear through ecosystems and economies alike. A new weapon is emerging in this battle, the air rifle. Quiet, precise, and surprisingly lethal, it is challenging the status quo of hog control. This is the story of innovation on the front lines. This air rifle changed hog hunting forever. Here's how it works. Today we dive deep into the rifles revolutionizing the hunt, and by the end, you will know exactly how to wield one against these invasive beasts. More hog hunting with air rifles content is coming your way to keep you locked and loaded. We will examine the top air gun models, how they function in the field, and what their specifications mean for real-world hunting. You'll learn to choose the right rifle, to favor shot placement over raw power, and to master nighttime stalking with advanced optics, from night vision to infrared scopes and thermal imaging. Whether you are a seasoned hunter or new to air-powered pursuits, this narration will equip you to tackle feral hogs humanely and efficiently, helping turn the tide in this ongoing ecological war. Among the standout models, the FX Impact M4 is a pinnacle of Swedish engineering that has redefined airgun versatility. Its modular bullpup design is renowned for tunability and precision, making it a favorite among hunters who demand accuracy in dense cover. In .30 caliber, it delivers around 100 foot-pounds with 25 grain slugs at more than 1,000 feet per second, ideal for headshots on medium hogs up to 150 pounds. For larger bores, the .35 variant can exceed 150 foot-pounds with heavier projectiles. Weighing about 7 pounds with a carbon fiber 480 cubic centimeter bottle, the Impact balances lightness for long stalks with a robust aircraft-grade aluminum chassis. The Smooth Twist X barrel, a rifled liner with progressive twist rates, can produce sub-minute of angle groups at 100 yards when properly tuned, allowing precise slug placement even at distance. Adjustable components such as the power plenum, external hammer spring tension, and regulator let hunters fine-tune performance for different ammunition, from pellets to hybrid slugs, optimizing penetration on tough hides. Users praise its smooth side lever action, Picatinny rails for scopes and accessories, and consistency. Some hunters report dropping multiple hogs in succession at 60 yards with minimal recoil. The Impact's downside is that many configurations are single shot, so reloading under pressure demands practice, and the price, around $1,500, reflects its high capability. Its versatility, however, is unmatched. You can swap calibers with barrel kits ranging from .22 to .35, adapting from small game to swine. The Western Airgun's Rattler is a semi-automatic powerhouse from Idaho, designed specifically for big game like feral hogs. In .357 caliber, it can fire up to 18 full-power shots at roughly 275 foot-pounds and about 800 feet per second with 170 grain projectiles, making it well-suited for 200-pound bores in rapid succession during night hunts. Its hammer-forged, nitrate-coated barrel and removable 580 cubic centimeter carbon fiber bottle, fillable to 4,500 psi, give hunters 15 to 75 shots depending on power settings, with a regulator ensuring consistency. Weighing about 9.2 pounds and measuring roughly 40 inches overall, the Rattler balances well for offhand shooting and features an AR-style grip, adjustable stock, and dual safeties. Its gas-operated semi-auto mechanism cycles rounds from a 15-shot magazine, so you can engage multiple targets without breaking stance, crucial when a sounder scatters. Reviewers praise its reliability. Some report culling dozens of hogs in a single outing, noting minimal recoil and quiet reports under 100 decibels when moderated. The Rattler's larger caliber variants, such as the .45 long strike, can push energy toward 435 foot-pounds with 12 shots per fill, making them ideal for trophy bores over 300 pounds. Drawbacks include a higher price, around $2,000, and sensitivity to dirty ammo, but for high-volume hog control, its speed and sustained fire are unmatched. At the other extreme is the Umarex hammer in .50 caliber, a German-engineered behemoth delivering raw energy for trophy-class hogs. Built in the USA, this big-bore PCP features a regulated 2-shot magazine and a 3,000 PSI fill that yields roughly 3 full-power shots with a 550 grain slug at about 760 feet per second, around 705 foot-pounds. Its carbon fiber tank holds 24 cubic inches of air, making it relatively portable at about 8.5 pounds, and its 29.5-inch shrouded barrel reduces noise to roughly 95 decibels. The straight pull bolt action is fast, and the adjustable trigger typically breaks at around 2 pounds for precise follow-up shots. Designed for big game, the hammer prioritizes energy over shot count, making each round count. Hunters report effective stopping power on very large animals, sometimes with one-shot pass-throughs. Advantages include minimal perceived recoil and AR stock compatibility for customization. Disadvantages are the limited shots per fill and the need for strategic shot placement. The hammer's cost, around $800 plus accessories, reflects a balance of power and portability. The Air Force Texan LSS provides long-range power with quiet operation via its sound lock shroud system and a customizable power wheel to dial in velocity. In .457 caliber with a carbon fiber tank, it can produce roughly 754 foot-pounds at 1,113 feet per second, with a 336 grain slug shot from a 34-inch Lothar Walter barrel known for accuracy. Weighing about 8 pounds with a 490 cubic centimeter tank that fills to 3,000 psi. The Texan offers multiple regulated shots and modular features such as scope rails and bipod mounts. Hunters appreciate the single-shot side lever for easy loading and an adjustable trigger for precision work. Some reports include 100-yard headshots on large sows, credited to the Texan's relatively flat trajectory in the larger calibers. LSS carbon fiber models reduce weight while boosting energy. Extremes in caliber, such as .510, push energy above 800 foot-pounds for extreme power. Practical tips include using the power wheel to conserve air during long hunts and pairing the rifle with heavy slugs to ensure penetration. The Texan typically costs around $1,000 and represents excellent value for long-range work, though its single-shot nature offers fewer immediate follow-ups than semi-automatic options like the Rattler. For hunters operating in tight cover or urban fringes, the Benjamin Bulldog in .357 caliber is a compact bullpup with a 5-shot magazine. It excels at maneuverability, threading a barrel for moderators while maintaining a relatively short overall length for brushwork. The Bulldog can generate up to approximately 300 foot-pounds in its M357 version, with 145 grain slugs at around 800 feet per second, making it capable against medium hogs. Its reversible bolt accommodates left-handed shooters, and a baffled shroud keeps report levels down. Reviewers praise its affordability, around $700, and reliability. Some hunters report ethical lung shots on 200-pound bores at modest ranges. The Bulldog's strengths are compactness and quick reloads via its rotary magazine. Its limitations are lower energy versus .45 and .50 platforms, which demand near-perfect shot placement to be humane on larger targets. When compared directly, the FX Impact stands out for accuracy and versatility across calibers, the Rattler for speed when engaging sounders, the Hammer for raw power on giants, the Texan for range, and the Bulldog for compactness in tight cover. Choosing the right rifle means prioritizing caliber, above .357 for hogs over 150 pounds, and energy, ideally above 300 foot-pounds for ethical kills. Consider action type too. Single-shot rifles favor precision, while semi-autos favor follow-up shots and volume. Noise levels under 100 decibels aid stealth in suburban areas, and a useful shot count per fill is at least 3. Test ammunition such as Nielsen Specialty Ammo's fireball slugs and match your barrel's twist rate, commonly 1 in 16 for heavy slugs. Practice at realistic hunting distances and always aim for vital zones to avoid wounding these resilient beasts. For trophy or very large hogs, big bore calibers like .45 and .50 are recommended. Smaller bores under .30 risk wounding even at close range, though carefully tuned .30 calibers can work for juveniles. Shot placement and technique are paramount because airguns generally deliver lower kinetic energy than centerfire rifles. Feral hogs have thick hides and cartilage shields over their shoulders, sometimes up to 2 inches thick, and a low-slung vital zone, so random shots are often ineffective. Precision targeting of the brain can produce an instant, humane kill, while well-placed shots to the heart-lung area produce a rapid bleed-out. For headshots, aim just behind the ear where the skull is thinnest. The target is roughly the size of a walnut, about 4 inches behind the eye. Such shots usually require a stationary animal within about 50 yards, because movement can deflect slugs. Avoid frontal headshots. The skull is simply too thick, preferring broadside or quartering away angles. For body shots, aim low behind the front leg, about 1/3 up from the belly toward the heart. A well-placed slug here should penetrate lungs and cause a rapid collapse. Experts emphasize waiting for the right angle. If the hog faces you, pass on the shot. Use heavy, non-expanding swagged lead slugs for straight-line penetration, rather than hollow points that may fragment on bone. Practice on 3D hog targets to learn anatomy. Spine shots high on the shoulder, it can anchor a hog but risk missing vitals. Always confirm the kill. Hogs are tough and can run far even when mortally wounded. For safety and accuracy, wear ear protection despite the relative quiet of PCPs, and use a stable rest such as a bipod. Stalking at night amplifies the challenge, but the quiet nature of air rifles pairs perfectly with night vision, IR scopes, and thermal imaging, turning darkness into an advantage since hogs are primarily nocturnal. Begin with daytime scouting to locate rooting signs, wallows, and travel trails, then set up ambushes near bait such as corn or feeders to draw hogs in. For active stalking, thermal monoculars, like those from Pulsar, reveal heat signatures from afar. Hogs glow bright against cooler backgrounds, allowing detection at significant distances. Once located, switch to weapon-mounted thermal scopes, such as the ATN Thor, that overlay reticles on the heat image, effectively ignoring much foliage. Alternatively, night vision scopes with IR illuminators provide amplified green or monochrome images. IR illumination is invisible to hogs, so it won't alarm them. Combine optics with suppressors to keep shots under roughly 90 decibels. Tactics include moving slowly against the wind. Hogs have keen noses, stopping frequently to listen, and using natural cover to close the distance to within about 50 yards for ethical shots. In thick brush, thermals are especially effective at spotting hidden pigs, while IR and night vision excel in more open areas. Use positive identification to avoid non-targets, carry backup lights, and employ a slow creep technique. Pause every few steps to listen for grunts or rustling, then align your shot on the vitals using the optic's digital zoom. Successful night hunts often yield multiple harvests because the quiet air gun does not alarm survivors, allowing quick follow-ups. With practice, this method can turn you into a ghost in the night, effectively thinning local hog populations. As experts debate caliber and conduct, one truth emerges: air rifles demand discipline, turning casual hunts into calculated interventions. Wildlife biologist Jim Beasley of the University of Georgia's Savannah River Ecology Lab supports targeted air rifle use with precise headshots from big-bore PCPs, reporting population reductions of up to 70% in some study areas, minimizing suffering and maximizing efficiency. Veteran airgun hunter Jim Chapman cautions restraint. Small bore springers under 20 foot-pounds are unethical for anything beyond juveniles. Thick hides demand .45 plus calibers and perfect placement. Additional experts stress methodical baiting for optimal shots and the integration of thermal optics for nighttime success. Projections show hog range expanding northward to potentially reach a vast portion of southeastern watersheds by 2025. But integrated technologies, AI-monitored traps paired with air rifles, could slash densities dramatically in hotspots, according to modeled USDA scenarios, if adoption scales. If embraced, air rifles promise quieter, urban-viable control that could avert billions in livestock disease losses. Failure risks total infestation in all 50 states, while success could model humane management for other invasives, such as pythons, restoring ecosystems and saving economic value. Advances in airgun technology, higher pressure composite tanks, and smart scopes are likely to further enhance efficacy. The air rifle is not a silver bullet, it is compressed ingenuity. This escalating war requires discipline, precision, and responsible use. In the end, silence may prove mightier than thunder. The fields await. Will the quiet be the decisive force that restores balance to damaged ecosystems? Only skilled, ethical hunters armed with the right gear and the right mindset can tell.